You think you know all about the world of Planet vs. Zombies? Think again. Just imagine, Dutch heads don't just shoot small bullets. It can also be combined with cherry bombs to launch bullets that blow up the sky. Walnuts are not just for defense. It can also crush zombies while they're hurtling through the battlefield. And not all wild meat can explode. Plant vs. Zombie Fusion. I made all the rules a thing of the past into these crazy tree grafting mechanisms. The most I've ever thought of. Every game is an experiment, where I have to find the most powerful combinations to confront the increasingly powerful zombie army. Zombies wearing hats, diamond armed with steel, bombs filled with bullets. They thought they could break through the room. My roots how? Watch and explore in this video. Immediately after starting the game, the core mechanics were introduced. That's grafting. Sunflower paired with peas. Let out the sunbean. And the prize is 3 more beans. Doing it for the first time. Combine to peas, let out peas, lotus. BA raw beans to heads, and for into machine gun beans. The beans still shoot out the seed of the original game. I can also transplant to sunflowers to be sunflower to heads. That's twice the amount of sun. In addition to keeping the ability to generate solar, the sun very is still shining. The ability to shoot bullets of the head when I don't see him spit. It's pretty useless. The first one is a guide, so it's pretty smooth. True is easy. All the zombies were killed. To get through Act 2 with the appearance of the cherry bomb. The same mechanism of buying trees at a more expensive cherry bombs price. Paired with peas get cherry beans. Shoot out an upside down, butt-shaped bullet. It does more damage than regular beans. I can still graft beans to make beans. Cherry blossom. Shoot out to bullets. Add 1 more pea tree and let out the cherry peas with 2 heads. These 2 heads will fire in both directions. The bullet in the back miss nothing. Will bounce back forward to do damage to the bodies. Ghosts with them so strong force. The zombie apocalypse is quickly over. BA curtain has the appearance of walnut. It's got 4,000 blood to use as a shield. Can be combined with sunflower flower into walnut. The sun still buffalo dog and made the sun. Zombies also appeared. The guy with the bean bucket shot at the tong tong. But how to touch a cherry walnut? Even walnuts will actively attack when put together to form a big clump of curls. I have extra gloves to move the plants to another location. The zombies have more pole jumpers. I also know more. Walnuts plus peas will become beans. Other out many walnuts roll over all enemies. With a multi-layered defense like that, the second wave of zombies is over, before any of them could touch my tree. The 5th act has a potato mine combined with walnut. Walnut mine looks cute. It seems that when a certain amount of blood is lost, scar yourself a little bit. Pairing with chora peas, when you are young, you will shoot up your head. And it shoots up strongly. When it's stepped on, it explodes, causing shrapnel to splinter. Stage 6 is the appearance of the carnivorous flower. It's going to eat anything that's a square in front of it. Every crime of swallowing for a long time. Pairing with the sun chorai hoa eat the sun. Eating zombies will create the sun. Pairing with walnuts out eating walnuts. They eat zombies and cows. Pairing with potato mine raw mine meat. Eat zombies and explode when stepped on. Paired with cherry bombs chorai hoa eat cherry. Eat zombies and explode. Chapter 7 has the appearance of the gift box. Open for random tree something. For example, hypnotic mushrooms. Drop walnuts into hypnotic walnuts. This face has the appearance of a zombie reading the newspaper. When the leopard rips, it turns into a cherry bean zombie. Shoot bombs boom boom. May have cherry walnut. So I'm very successful. You have to pay attention to too many things not to do more. Into the next wave. Bitch, he shot a whole row of my house. I can't bring back another row yet. This one shoots well. 1 or 2 of my trees are gone. The lawnmower's voice echoed one after another. It breaks my heart. While thousands of pounds hanging my hair, I remembered raw. I can move the tree. But far water can't save the fire near. Zombies keep coming in. I lost for the first time. The second time I didn't follow the instructions. Just plug in the planting head. It seems that's why no zombies appear. Let me transplant the cherry walnut. I've noticed that this one is getting shot. The more it heals with its defensive array. I just need to graft the beans to intensify the attack. Now what's scarier is the zombie in a diamond hat. He changed his hat to a yellow hat and an iron hat. Finally, the traffic cap is very buffalo. But when you eat meat, all beings are equal. The first tree is attached to the second tree. Of course I won without losing a single tree, except Getcha the gift box. Stage 8 has the appearance of a bunch of zombies, equipped with iron and steel. I have a baby on my head, hung on iron walnut rock. He stepped on a mine and left a hat. I put it on my walnut. That's walnut wrapper. My trees are the same. So now just wait for the bucket to drop and carry it back. Near the second wave, the whole walnut is fully armored. I can also hitch up a tree, but it doesn't upgrade. Ra's Cho on the front line punching each other for pleasure. If I am healthy, of course I won. -1 screen appearance walnut upgrade card high. But I don't use it, because they had to poison the walnut cherry zombies. The main part is that my firepower is enough to destroy. Like this pole jumping zombie, the ones in the diamond hats have a carnivorous plant. Let me play Gacha gift box easy win. The sun set on the distant hill. At night the zombies are near. It's night, so I have more dwarfs. Its price is free. Can put 3 trees in one cell, and then combine with the sunflower flower to create the sun mushroom. But the shelf is still growing sunflowers. Then take the mushrooms to the front lines. The sun mushroom's ability to grow over time, to help create more sun. It's a stupid headshot, so the zombies ate all the trees above. Fortunately, we still won in the end. Act 11 is the appearance of chubby mushroom, capable of shooting up to 4 shots. It's a special treatment for zombies with iron doors. The fear of the people in line, because the bullets that shoot out are able to penetrate. Chapter 12 has more hypnotic mushrooms to treat this football zombie, even though they bit me. But I still won in the end. Curtain 13 appearance fertilizer bag mechanism helps some plants become an adult form immediately. But I prefer to combine walnuts with hypnotic mushrooms. It'll summon zombies every 30 seconds. At the same time hypnotize zombies who eat it. Even though the defense is pretty solid. But I still combine walnuts with carnivorous flowers to get more dog parts. The zombie was hypnotized by walnuts. When you die, it will change randomly from a big, strong animal to the weak wiggle. Now I'm using cherry bombs to solve faster than zombies. Curtain 14 shy mushroom appearance price 25. Very cheap ability to shoot far. How shy I am, I don't know. Because no father can touch it. Curtain 15 appears ice mushroom and fire. Ice mushroom is very good. Help other trees. It can slow down and freeze zombies. But with the awesome power of the hypnotic walnut, it's still ranking number 2. Zombies also change when they appear. Zombie pole dancer. Every time it jumps, it calls Ra for I'm dancing. Extremely annoying, because of the God damn it, my tree is all smashed up. That's how I know. Shy mushrooms will drop when there are zombies nearby. Screen 16 has mushroom destruction, but I don't really care. Busy playing chubby mushroom ice. Shoot out ice bubbles that slow down the enemy, but met a whole bunch of pole jumpers. You have to play heavy to escape. But they keep coming in packs and packs. It's got me stuck 2 ways at a time. Then there was Michael Jackson, constantly calling the pole jumpers. The pole jumpers called in more dancers, so Ra had to play the bomb. The atom can be destroyed. At the end of the day, there's another jump. My atomic bomb is back. Just calm down and win. Chapter 17 has no trees. There's just more zombies with walnuts on their heads. I had to use a cherry bomb to take it down. That, and gnaw on hypnotic walnuts and become my army. I also fertilized chubby mushrooms to become octopus mushrooms, capable of shooting bubbles right direction with Deselvia range, but still can't stop the jumpers. Next act, at octopus mushroom card. Zombies have more ice walnut team. Very buffalo dog forced me to upgrade to the ice octopus mushroom. It can be destroyed quickly. I've also transplanted atomic mushrooms into shy mushroom to become the shy mushroom of destruction. The faster you shoot, and it'll self-destruct when a zombie gets close, and chubby mushrooms destroy. After playing it, I knew I had to fire it with my hand. So that's when I put it on my head to save space. The night fades to let the light shine bright. Behind my house, the sun makes the water explode. Let me go back to growing sunflowers. Thanks to the floating leaves, that I can put plants above the water. Help destroy the zombies are wearing floats, to float forward. I accidentally watered it wrong. It turns the gun leaf into grass, with the ability to shoot out spikes. Pursue the nearest enemy. And that's the ultimate weapon of this pool map. I only need 30 for grass to easily win. And after I had more squash on the screen, I had 3 beans, shot parked out BA road in front, and combine ice with beans to keep the enemy. Zombie divers appear. But as long as it's blocked, it'll pop up to get shot. Act 2 appears submarine dolphin, with the counterweight being the seaweed gun. Shoot out a seaweed bullet caught in a submarine's propeller. Make it explode. It also fires bullets in the front 3. That the battle is now a stray bullet. All over the yard. Level to BA has more snow plow, with peppers for my troops. But I use squash to kill Cho quickly. The pepper will explode, causing a fire in a straight line. Muscle. It's not a bad idea to meet a car on fur roads like this. The second screen has an additional heat-resistant mechanism. It means that those who are burned will suffer greater damage. When it dies, it explodes land to the ones next to it, to create a massacre. My ultimate weapon is ice cattail grass. What's better than shooting bullets? They also know how to chase. Behind this tattered shack, there's a guy who keeps poking around. Sometimes you throw me a bag of fertilizer so I can continue to make ice cattail grass. When listening to the new snowmobile hard also can't stand, I ended up the fire cattail helps the damage even higher, making the battle now one-sided. Against the cars, I've got more thorns and stumps of fire, but it's not necessary. When there's ice cattail grass and seaweed guns, the tree's stump will burn the passing beans, cause the enemy more damage, and the thorn pierced the tires, causing the enemy car to explode. But, in fact, there aren't many cars that get to the thorns. This tree can also be clad in iron to make it more durable, cause more damage. Act 2-7, I'm no longer selected. You have to pick up each card on the conveyor belt above. In general, there is nothing to put it. Although this screen has up to 4 waves of zombies, but it's actually easier than the others. You don't have to wait to plant a tree. Fierce battle. That lasts until the night falls. With the appearance of the sea mushroom and the fog, I couldn't see where the tree was. Of course, under the fog, the zombies are coming. But I don't need to know, because there was a cat's tail grass shooting bullets. Add more ice and the sauce runs out. Basically, this whole stage I didn't see very well. It's a zombie. Act 9, I have a lantern. Glow and dispel the clouds. In general, it's easy for the audience to see. But the cat-tailed grass doesn't care. Zombies wearing balloons have appeared. They'll float high. Its counterpart is the cactus. Will give out cactus lamps when combined with lanterns. When enough light shoots out, the rays shine brightly, cause great damage. This one respects the author, so I planted a whole bunch of cactus lamps. The trees are the same, except I found out lanterns can be combined with sea mushrooms. It even grows over time. The light is still the same. As said, I planted a cactus in front of me to respect the author. There's a cattail, and then they all shot. But it seems like we're a little low volatility. BA2 has more planes of zombies, and grass BA leaves to blow it away. There's even a zombie that explodes when startled, dragging along all my trees. But we all have to turn off the music when we see the ice cat's tail grass. Of course, the whole plane. I can't get into the screen anymore. It also combines hemp with BA beans, forming saw BA head, hurl saws through enemies and destroy vehicles, throwing chili peppers to become heat damage spikes and burn the enemy. With all these tricks, it's basically easy. Until the next act when I meet the pole jumpers. They took a lawnmower. Then there's the zombie miners. Dig a road and raid from behind. Fortunately, there is a cattail grass that can shoot off. But they are many. So if you lick one, you'll lick them all. My mushrooms. If I lose, I plant again. And then use cherry bombs to cut it down. Let the cattailed grass pile up and shoot the 2 bulldozers above. Actually, from the previous screen, shoot bullets in 5 directions. Now there's more pumpkins to protect. Wrapped like a diaper. Like this, they're annoying at the Mandarin season. But I still put the crickets into respect. Help the production team to work safely. No more danger to life. The ghost face is a collection of zombies. So I've got mushroom magnets. Same magnetic bonding mechanism. Help magnets link together. Suction of iron farther than normal. I can also transplant mushroom magnets into another tree to achieve that effect. So my mushrooms have become scrap traders, because there's always iron on top of it. The end of the night is a carousel, with the main component being the contract, cactus and a pile of lanterns. Of course, there's a whole team of scum waiting. Avoid the door after the zombies roam the bumpy trail next door. Because the land here is silver, so I had to put pots of earth. Then you can plant a tree. And there's a new plant, cabbage. It'll drop bullets into the enemy's head. That's what beans can't do, if planted low. Cabbage damage is also quite good but shoot very slowly. To increase the speed by 50%, I upgraded the planter. Help solve zombies quickly in this level. B8 I have a pot card. Zombies have an exo. And the number of available pots is also less. I forgot to take the magnet, so the exo bastard jumped into the house. That makes me lose a lot of shit. Next time I put it down for a walk. The other guy is a bomb. At the same time fertilize the walnut tree to grow. Stop those bastards. The third stage is the title of corn. It's pretty small, so it gets eaten. In return, there is a probability of shooting out the enemy for 4 seconds. I lost some trees at a time. I just found out. Corn and cabbage combined will become corn-wrapped cabbage. It just hurts and makes a big butter. He can jump over the head of another enemy. After putting it all together, zombies can't walk more than 2 blocks anymore. The next one is more garlic. But I don't use it. It's enough just corn wrap, so that no boy can touch the fence. And then in the next act, I've got an umbrella. Stop zombies from stealing trees from above. I don't know, it's a spinning zombie. Touch and crush. 3 rows of trees that I've worked so hard to plant before it melts under the lawn mower, leaving a broken piece. Help my walnut tree play into that one. Lying father son of a bitch. Every time I roll, my forehead wrinkles an inch. It's like this is a pool table, it's not equal. When I killed it, it threw out a piece of ice, slowly paving the way for 5 tiny zombies. They're going straight to my house. But umbrellas aren't just for stopping bullets and zombie tree robbery. It can also be combined with corn to become an avocado. It has the added function of pushing back and immobilizing. That's terrible. But it's not quite right underneath. So I pulled 5 trees over my head. Challenge anyone who can roll over. Level 42 with daisies. I was so busy growing that I didn't pay attention to the instructions. When Ra woke up, she had planted all the trees. And then you're going to pick up the whole cabbage tree. So I put it together and I used coffee beans. Put it on gold. Then hordes of giant zombies with appearance. They're just jerking off with butter on their faces. It took me so long to use a landmine. Explosion for fast. The sun magnet doesn't know what to eat. Take out a hat, so I put it on for walnuts. This team is the world champion until the watermelon exo zombie appeared. He shrugged a few in front of me and jumped a long way through all the trees under my feet. Let the meat lose my lawnmower. Next time another one appears, and everything repeats exactly as it was cast. 20 seconds after the battle, before my helplessness. Solitary that I follow the instructions. It's really spectacular. When the corn shoots out a pile of bullets, kill the giant zombies. But it doesn't work in real combat. I was forced to use cherry bombs to destroy the exo furnaces, and then activate the slow mode to grow carnivorous flowers. Fuck that bitch, the last lawnmower. Bring a little bit of faith. But I don't give up. Replace the sunflowers with carnivorous flowers. Fight to the last breath. Each exo oven fits in the belly of the carnivorous flower. Bring hope back. And almost fell clean. If I can't plant more trees, why is this victory so hard? The next screen doesn't see you anymore. There's more watermelon. Shoot out a large watermelon that does greater damage. There are not enough trees, so I still have to use peppers to clean up. But in the second round, the zombies only have water buried in place. Before the appearance of watermelon, spread butter. Shoot out the big avocado. Paralyze the zombie's mental system. Together with the cantaloupe that makes the melon bounce again. So even though there's a lot of zombies, but also salute, right at the starting line. Facial for appearance to corn graft recipe. Will become corn cannons. It takes time to fire, but the damage is enormous. 2 billion Argentine pesos, the giant robot will fall
Every
apart.
crime is to shoot manually.
Sometimes I forget. When I remember, I forget to notice.
So the zombie shot the mine.
It's always a row of good greenery. To let the ice reach my lawn mower. That damage creates a chain reaction, dragging along, weakening the entire defense, until the leaves are planted. Stop the bullets of the zombies shooting mines, then rebuild the force. Take victory on our side. The key to this map is the conveyor belt. Now I've got an ice melon to strengthen my defenses. But there's still a fucking watermelon oven. Took my lawnmower. Then under strong fire. He can only take a few steps before he lies down. This time my victory is gone. Bob Peace lawnmower. Beginner's guide is done. I've earned it all. Plants to graft into basic plant forms. But the game is not only that. Because I need to open the super trees. And this is where I found the integration challenge. Now each level will be a stronger grafting challenge. The first recipe is cherry bomb. One more cherry bomb. Let out super cherry beans, shoot out peaches, explode. The shot is quite slow, and can't be upgraded to shoot more bullets. It takes a long time because you have to wait for the cherry bomb to come back. The counterweight is the top zombies with cherry bombs, shooting through my defenses all the time. Until we built a line of defensive cherry walnuts, we can fight them back. The next one is my favorite recipe. Beans with walnuts and meat flowers. Creating the monster. Capable of knowing zombies' head for healing. Then the enemy's head rolls in a straight line. The damage is just large, thick, and there is blood healing. End of the tutorial. Beginner. I have a new tree. The name of the ship, so I don't know any words to translate. Its way of fighting is to spin, cause continuous damage. It's pretty big. If you pair it with itself, it'll grow to heads. Let out the flowers flying around. Just put it to the test. With the Kia Na, the game became easy. The next recipe is love mushrooms. Transplant from mushroom shy, chubby, and hypnotized. Shoot out the bubbles, cause great damage, and have hypnotic probabilities. The enemy who bites them will be immediately hypnotized. At the same time, it loses its effect. I don't really like this tree at all. Next, chubby mushroom transplant. Ice mushrooms and atomic mushrooms.
To form a destructive ice spray fungus.
Fire a blast through 3 targets and slow down. It's also quite strong. In combination with the Kia carnivorous plant, the champion in this stage. The next recipe is the fire tree. With 2 peppers. It helps burn, gives the bullets more power. It's also worth testing in a few root battles. Even the trees in the water are not bad. When there's the big seaweed gunner. Shoot out this seaweed wrap squash bullet, floating on the water. It's not necessary, because the underwater zombies don't have any. It's terrible. But the next formula is what I believe in. SAO asteroid. Magnet and lanterns, magnetic grafting. Beyond the ability to shoot out south stars.
Sometimes they'll summon asteroids.
It's caused a massive explosion. But right now, I don't know how to make stars flying towards the enemy like now. With super pumpkin grafted from pumpkin, cactus, and grass bia leaves, form a floating ball that shoots out spikes. I have nothing to judge, I just want to be quiet. There's a new plant on the roof. Throw out a bag of vegetables. A dead zombie, usually grafted from watermelon, pumpkin, and cabbage. I forgot to bring my umbrella. They shot the whole house down. This tree does great damage but shoots too slowly. Not really. Next is Tonho foliage, even though the rich are finished. Next for 2 coins. The rest is nothing remarkable. During the battle, I picked up the sprouts. Bring it into the house to water and fertilize. In exchange for money. I don't know what the money is for, but if it is, save it. The super recipes are done. Now I need to find the ultimate recipe, and it won't be in my yard. So I need to pick up the key. Driving around to explore the tourist areas. There's something I need. The first act is the cherry cannons. Fire out a continuous burst of bullets. Made from machine guns, cherry blossom, and cherry beans. I can't shoot the birds in the sky. Fortunately, the tree doesn't have to wait. This recipe should be pretty quick. I quickly got 5 bars every year. Ready to shoot all enemies. And then I added some asteroids. Now I see stars flying around. Glad to see all eyes. Then put on a pumpkin diaper and add cactus to the blood. It makes the turn. It ended in less than 5 seconds. That resort also has a squash fire. Turning bullets through into flaming squash cause great damage, and summon more fire squash along the way. Soon the fire squash took up all the space, ready to crush anyone who dares to trespass. Combine more asteroids to wipe it all out. I stayed there until evening to learn to transplant the princess mushroom. It will summon a powerful zombie every 30 seconds. The recipe is just 2 hypnotic mushrooms, and then there's a blind fight. So much so that I didn't see the tree tag that put this one is really cheap. The next night, I learned how to transplant the soul from mushroom atomic spray and mushroom hypnotic ice. Continuous release of bubbles. Slow down and hypnotize all enemies in line. In the backyard, I learned to transplant dragon from flying trees. Sky dragon, and the flower eats cherries. Bite the enemy's blood and spray out cherry bullets. If you stand on the front lines, you have thousands of enemies. Feel good. So the owner of the resort, give me the combination. All the ways that we've learned to fit into a match. That's a zombie. Maybe we can't even step a foot across the line. Already gone. The reward of the screen. The demonstration is how to pair cell meteorites. Is grafted from SAO meteorite and cactus magnet. It's always skipping individual shots. That's playing with meteors falling every 20 seconds. Those small cells will find their own targets to attack. Continuous bombardment. I didn't even know I was playing dirt. What's wrong? Next is the extinct shell. Grafting from destructive ice fungus and ice octopus fungus. Spray the extinct mist raw to block around it. Super large damage. Every crime is a power outage, so you can see every angle. The next recipe is muscle pumpkin. It's driving the darts to shoot the enemy. It looks cool. Every crime it's made up of something I don't have a formula for, so sit and watch the sky. The recipe for salad bridge and melon poison will be a pile of garlic into the enemy's mouth. Damage over time and slow down. Sometimes it will throw a few shots. Sometimes there is only one, but to win, it's still thanks to the dragon fruit trees. The next recipe comes from pumpkin cannons. Grafting with atomic ice fungus. This species has to shoot itself and wait a long time for the tree to graft, so I say it's not even old and slow. Not in time to pair. What is damage and explosive range? No tree is equal. Next are the umbrellas that take the bullets and throw them at the enemy. Finished bow for some change. I don't like umbrellas, so let's go. Fire retardant BA head. Obtained from burning beans BA first BA times. Shoot out 3 bullets of fire according to 3 lines. When it dies, it burns the map. It is a long time but a little weak. Mushroom Cubit upgrade of Mushroom Love. And Mushroom Hypnotic Magnet. Satisfy the condition. It's only strong if you can suck iron. Normally, it's just worth taking out the trash. Next recipe full text ship, so I don't know how. I just saw that it's an upgrade of cat's tail grass. Shoot out to spikes and call out a barrage of bullets. It looks terrible. But this is still dragon fruit and small sow carrying stamps. And finally, the ultimate machine. Shoot bullets with 120 damage each. It's still the letter ship, but there's a number, so I guess. I was so excited about the recipe that I lost once. However, when I entered the game, I chose these 5 trees, plus a pile of bullets on the Kia machine. So I quickly grafted 3 beans and a potato to get the card of the machine gun, and then combine ice mushrooms with chili peppers. Put in for the ultimate tank. I was crushed by the car. And then the pole jumpers broke into the house. Keep your eyes on the car, it's broken. So I called Little Raw Sow, then move the machine and shoot everywhere. And play in slow mode to avoid a raid from Michael. Because if you don't, you're going into the yard at ultra speed. In addition, the dragons stand in the way. It's a little cowardly, but it's safe. But they were still dropped the wrong way. To take the small sow away temporarily. It wasn't until near the end of the act that I built another car. Let the 2 brothers divide and destroy the enemy. The most difficult victory so far. There's still some new trees that I haven't grafted yet. Many still have the sound of the train. So I went to the other parts. Where to find the tree I don't have is click. This screen shows me 5 trees. When choosing, we'll directly upgrade the trees that are on the floor. Then you have to keep your mouth shut and wait for the sun to fall. And maybe fall out of zombies. May your hands move. This stage doesn't have to wait, so I can move the tree to the boom line. After raising into a mushroom princess, it's a little easier to breathe. It'll summon hypnotized zombies. Let me go the other way. It's easier to lift a cactus pumpkin. Mushroom pumpkin calls radon to fire a laser at the enemy. Then to the first three. But you're still broke when you see the son of a bitch who shoots bullets. And that bastard Michael. Next up is losing to the Exos. It wasn't until the third time I won. Next act, I just had to protect the house. I've got to protect this round. And the first board doesn't know, just put his face up to the bullet. I thought it would be easy to upgrade. Land on the chariot. But when you eat a BA nail, the house breaks down. It didn't feel right, so I moved on to another one. The trick is that it only uses walnuts. Go out to destroy the enemy. And an umbrella to push the hell into a path. But walnuts take a long time. So I went and planted rice. But rice has the ability to turn into anything. What crops? When killing zombies, I'm going to drop out a card for me to transplant. The crops will also randomly transform. After a period of time, I have to constantly rearrange the formation, so it's only natural that the first board gets shot. To be more age-appropriate, I play in slow motion. But it's actually an impersonal force. If it's too hard, I can play it easy. But this is a bit too much. It's only black when it's red. I was so nervous that I went to the market to buy the tree I didn't bring back. Maybe later growing up, I've got that tree in my army. And then I went to learn how to graft a few more screens. There are some types of diapers that take up to places. They turn many mushrooms into mine mushrooms. Explodes when stepped on. It combines mines with Sha mushrooms. Potentially a zombie sniff, usually if the light on your head is on. But most of the time it's light when there are no zombies. Let's use Mr. Potato to graft meat-eating flowers into a giant meat-eating flower. It's capable of swallowing zombies. It's a giant robot. Every crime of chewing for a long time should be quite useless in real combat. There are also fireworks. Repel and explode monsters continuously. I just didn't see the recipe. I also tried to fight the doctor. Crazy has created zombies. Is it too much? As soon as he entered, he released a whole flock, then spit out a green phlegm and laugh at the possibility. Watch his army. He came into my house like he was hiding. The next time, he gave a black zombie. The schedule is so different. I don't like this kind of torture travel. So go home again. Right now in my yard, the zombies have dug a trench. Fortunately, there is still one at shooting on guard. They're digging a wide line straight towards my house, so I'll just plant the tree on the opposite side. Even though they're getting bigger and bigger, but with the help of the gun sights, we survived the first wave. The next wave, they start going both ways. Force me to go both ways. The sun is very limited here. Forced me to chop down every single plant. To intercept the enemy, I planted a lot of pumpkin cannons to help shoot the strong monsters, or a large group. But still not back be a fast-running bitch. They come in, I run out in the backyard. Rebuild the force before 10 waves of zombies. The first series is not difficult. But the later the underwater battle gets more intense. Force is constantly chipped. In the end it feels like it can't be overcome. Fortunately, the cherry bomb saved the team, the rising air. We're going to fight the last boss. This screen has only one tree and then upgraded gradually. It's a little bit smashed by the first board. The second game one played was in slow motion, so most don't get tree damage. But now it's like shooting fireworks on New Year's Day. The explosion followed by the previous explosion. Sometimes 7 people are standing right in front of you, but then an explosion saved it all. And in the end I still lose. This screen basically has to be upgraded. Sun walnut to the highest. Then carry out the zombie bite to enjoy the sun. First time with the ice spikes. If you have enough money, you can upgrade to a black face. Feel free to poke all the robots. And then we'll make the walnut, the black walnut, then the dragon bar holds a line. Next is the mechanical pumpkin in the middle. Let it create these darts that protect the trees. As long as you are too busy, take walnuts to save your life. And then the pumpkin exploded. When it's enough to move the pumpkin downwards, waiting to appear, more you destroy mushrooms to protect the back. Finally, there's a couple more. Leaf parachute giant and poison land emperor. The next one will shoot, tossed into the air to let the giants navigate. Shoot to target across the field. Plus the cherry pumpkins unleashed explosive bombs. Pen guys. The enemy but still lost. The good news is that after 5 fires, everything is on the right track. Now the only thing I need to do is whether the leaf eats the coffee bean so that it blooms, pushing all Michaels back. If the tree is crooked, raise it, sometimes roll some walnuts. That's the end. I'm also faced with the ultimate boss. In the last wave, of course we have to hand it over to win. So that's my journey in PvZ Fusion. It's the end of a good game for the crew. It makes me feel like I'm playing for the first time. PvZ. Thank you ships. Thank you and the members for supporting the channel. Hello and see you later.